It was actually quite frightening that early in the morning to encounter something like that.
A Wickliffe man and his family in fear after a late-night crime on their property involving a racial slur. Anthony Peck tells us what happened was not just some silly prank.
It's racial harassment that should have serious consequences, and it's all caught on camera. News 5 investigator Jonathan Walsh actually sat down with Anthony. Jonathan?
He says he's not happy with the charges that these people are now facing.
No, not at all. In fact, he feels all of this has deeper meaning, and he wants it to be a wake-up call for unity in our neighborhoods.
I'm very angry because I fear for the safety of my family now. You know, I'm sitting here thinking, what's next?
57-year-old Anthony Peck from Wickliffe says those emotions stem from the early morning hours of June 18th. First, two people banging on his back door while his family slept. He checked the house, went downstairs. Then, incident number 2, much more serious, and caught on his front doorbell camera.
You're in shock. What is that, you know?
Police say a teenager from Mentor admitted to going up to the Peck residence and yelling the racial slur. News 5 is not showing the suspects because they are teenagers now facing low-level crimes. Anthony tells us his family is rattled, especially his autistic son.
He likes to go outside in the backyard with the dog and spend time with the dog, and because I have a nice-sized backyard now, he doesn't even want to go out and enjoy the yard.
In the police report, it states the teen yelled the racial slur because it was a word the 3 people involved in the disturbance used more often than they probably should. Anthony tells us he considers the incident a hate crime.
It makes it difficult on you mentally. It makes it difficult on you physically.
All of the teens are charged with criminal trespassing and 2 of them curfew violations, all misdemeanors. Anthony had a message for all of the teens.
We're all human beings, and one day you're going to figure that out. One day. I hope you figure it out before you take your last breath.
Wickliffe police would not go on camera, but did say they examined what happened and feel it doesn't qualify as a hate crime. But guys, I got to tell you, one of the big reasons why Anthony chose to step forward and talk to us is because he's not only frustrated with this racial harassment, but other things, race-related things that have happened to him as a black man in our communities. So this is one of those things where you're right, you're caught in the middle here.
And it's such a shame. It really bothers me because he's in his own home and they can't feel free in their own home to enjoy their backyard and things like that.
Right.
It's a piece of property that he purchased and now his family doesn't even feel safe anymore.
Yeah.
It's such a shame.
It's such an effect. And I hope people wake up to that and don't do this.
Tough spot for his son, too.
I know, autistic son. He doesn't understand it. The whole family doesn't understand it. Yeah.
Jonathan, thank you.
I hope things